proposal with respect towards the P5. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to continue, but I know time is always a factor. I would love to share with you on how to do this program with a 2+1 days online training with us so that we can give a set of completion and also other certificate of sustainability practice if you were to engage in our 3 months mentoring program and coaching under our productivity linked wage program. And this is where my offer to you in Kuwait to ensure that more and more people come on board to use the P5 framework as part of your productivity link, because we got more to share, more to do, and more to improve in terms of how we live in this world and be part of the community, be it anywhere around the world. So this is my last slides. I would like to thank everyone, for all of you. In Malaysia, the word thank you is terima kasih. And I hope we all can help do our little bit of how we want to make human resource as the most important asset in the company and be engaged with a program that can incentivize the human capital, whether it's within the company or outside the company, so that you can give the best of the human potential to all the other people around the world. Thank you very much. Over to you, Shamil.
Thank you, Dr. Narsai Datul, for your useful link that you shared, and you have spoken vast into the AHR and the human resource handling. So we will be looking forward to listen more and more, and we shall be in touch with you. Thanks for giving your precious time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any questions from?
You can always chat with me or share with me. You got my number just now. I'm more than happy to give a lot of support to anyone who's looking for the new way on how we do our assessment, performance management, and of course, incentive driven for our human capital. If there's no question, thank you very much.
Doctor, in regards to the today's discussion of the HR, the visa trading, okay, you have discussed principally the maximum point that is consists for, but how are you thinking for the HR practically to be functioned for intervention of visa trading?
Okay, thank you very much. I think this is a very direct question with respect towards the fact that you are buying the human time, in terms of what you want to, why you want the person inside. The objective for you to use that human capital is because you want to do something. You just don't want a body to come into your company just because you want to hire them. You got to link them with the element that they're able to contribute for the fact that either for productivity reasons, for sustainability reasons, or for anything that your company is engaging with, be it with the government, with the client, or whatsoever. So it has to be linked to the ability of the person. Now, if you just look at, you want only 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, but it's not linked to performance, you are going to be frustrated because at the end of the day, you're only counting bodies. You're not counting the ability of the performance.
Okay, fine, thank you. We will be switching now to others to speak a little bit onto the practical phenomena of AHR visa trading intervention.
I just want to add something on the visa trading.
Yes.
I've been involved in visa visa arrangement. All right.
Yes.
And a lot of it is with respect towards the
Hello?
application. All right. Now, if we want
Wait.
to look at from the point of view that solving the issues of how to call transferring documents, of course, there is an element of assessment through technology. All right. And there is an element of how you look at character-based technology.
What? It's gone. Yeah.
Dr. Noor, your mic is muted.
Okay, I'm trying to say under the HR element of visa trading, you got to look at the behavior and the characteristic of the human potential on the behavior perspective, whether you are looking at it from leadership point of view, what I call a behavioral point of view, or in terms of element of skill point of view. So when you look at the values of the person and why you want to hire a person, it is all respect towards the ability. That's why the AI is very important in you addressing behavior performance in terms of a person's matching with the job that you are looking for. It's the behavior that you need to look at, not just in terms of, you know, the processes of how you got hiring.
Actually, I wanted to listen from you onto the process of intervention of the visa trading, which consists now.
The process, yes, the process is simple.
But let me continue the last sentence. Like you see, the visa trading, especially in Gulf region or Middle East or maybe anywhere else, the interest of the recruiting agent, also as well as, you know, the high profile people and the lower middle, everyone, you know, used to involve, and they used to allure the poorer to go such a country. But who is mostly benefited? The benefit goes for those recruiting agents, the middle broker, high profile, the interestedly who comes into this. But the question, as we have been focusing now, some technology, okay, which is a very new concept, what we have now, you know, in this session coming to discuss with. So how a technology could practically intervene to stop these kind of things, like, you know, many used to apply technique, you know, or even though there's a principal dialogue, what you say, this is actually needed to be imposed into this nature of process, but many does not go through. But we would like to apply some sort of policy via technology, which can really intervene these kind of things and identify, make a proper assessment. So in this terms of point, how do you find the solution?
Okay, I give you two proposals. One, the recruiting agent need to be part of your company, because they cannot be a sole independent body separate from the company that is hiring the person, because they are responsible to the performance of the person they hire. Okay, so you got to make them responsible for the performance. That's number one. So if I'm going to be a recruiting agent for you, definitely my responsibility is to ensure that your company prosper, because that is my interest. Because the company perform, the individual perform, and I prosper. So my recruitment is part of your company's strategy to hire the right kind of people. I'm not a separate entity as an body who just do an outsourcing services to handle this, right? So if I'm going to link with the AI and I'm bringing you value, my responsibility is the value driven to your company. That's one. Number two is respect towards we call job placement. What is job placement? That means if the person match with a job, they get hired. So there has to be an element of those days we call that probationary. But probationary is no longer valid. Probationary, it is only for the old days. Right now, is train and place. Either you train them, place them. If they do not perform the job, they cannot continue because it's performance-based. So you got to look at it from the point of view, the intervention of the recruiting agent inside the company. Responsibility is together. You cannot make it separate. If you separate it, they perform as an independent entity and they take their hands off because it is an outsourcing services. That's my proposal.
Go to other.
Yeah,